my beautiful baddies. Welcome back to yet another episode of Your Inner Baddie Speaking. Today's episode is really all about spirituality and honestly just what can happen when you start to kind of open your mind to other sorry, we had a little burry appearance here. But really what can happen when you open your mind to other possibilities and just open your mind to something that you believe in, you feel is right for you, and how that can kind of shift your mindset. For me, spirituality really came into my journey like fresh in my divorce process. I met a group of women who at the time really opened me up to spirituality. It's something that I think I had heard about, I had kind of felt before, but never really explored in full. And I remember the first night that I met these women, they were journaling and we did a card reading, and it really just started to open up my mind and discussing with them how it impacts them, how they felt about it, and really just grasping onto something that felt right for me. And I'll speak throughout this episode about what spirituality means to me, and I definitely know that there's aspects of it that I'm sure I don't even know about. So I might have limited knowledge, but this is what works for me. This is what resonates with me. If spirituality is not your thing, I will wholeheartedly kind of, it's not really a comparison, but it's very much just something that you believe in. So I do feel like during tough times and when you feel like you're at your darkest, it is really helpful to have something outside of yourself that you believe in, something that kind of you can hold on to as a belief rather than what's in front of you. Because when you're in a very dark situation, when you are, kind of at your bottom, it doesn't feel like there's anything outside of you. It doesn't feel like there's anything outside of your situation. It's hard to see that there can be joy, that there can be light at, a certain point in your life, that there can be happiness again. And so it's really hard to get outside of your circumstances. But if you have something that you believe in that is outside of you, that can help you get past your immediate and help you see the bigger picture. And in many of my depressive episodes, my mom will attest to this, I don't know how, or at least I didn't know how to see the bigger picture when I'm in it, when I'm feeling it, when the emotions are raw, when I'm at a very low level, when I'm at a dark place in my life. It is very hard to see the bigger picture. It's what's in front of me is it, and that's going to be my life forever. And obviously we all know as you move through life, your circumstances do change. It doesn't stay stagnant. Maybe it can, I suppose, but it's very difficult to stay stagnant, honestly. It sounds like it would be a lot easier. You're all right, I found a comfort zone, or I found a place, and it's this is it. This is it forever. But that's not the case. There's always something else. There's always somebody else that comes into your life, or something else that happens in your life. Your circumstances do not just stay still. But even so, when we're in those emotional times, it feels like that's it. It feels like this is how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life. And anyone who has been at rock bottom, who has been at a very dark place in their life, who has felt very low, you will understand that when you're in it, you are it's like being all consumed by it. That's it. Your feelings are what you feel like you're going to feel forever. Your state of being is what you think you're going to be forever. I mean, there is really no outside world when you're feeling like that. It's this or nothing. That's really how it feels. So to have anything that you can feel, call on, believe in, that opens up your perspective beyond just what's happening right in front of you, and kind of helps get you out of your head a little bit and remember that there is a larger picture, there's a bigger map of your life, there's more circumstances that will happen, there's more change that will come. That is very reassuring. For me, spirituality is reassuring, and it keeps me positive, it keeps me going, it keeps me almost on track when I don't feel like what's right in front of me is on track. It feels like, sometimes it feels hopeless, sometimes it feels overwhelming, but having some sense of belief that things will get better, that's really what it is. Like, my belief in spirituality is my belief that things will get better, that the universe is working in my favor, that I am going to go in a positive direction, even if this is a dip right now, even if this is not where I want to be, it means that it's not where I'm going to end up. And I'm actually thinking of a canvas a roommate and I painted way back when I first moved to DC, and I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, but it's somewhere along the lines of like, if you're not happy in your circumstances, don't worry, because it's not the end. Like, in the end, everything will work out. And that's essentially what my belief in spirituality is that, like, this isn't the end. Like, what's in front of me is not the end. What's happening right now is not the end. And it opens my mind, it opens my perspective up to the possibility that things get better, that life will get better. And I think it's very important for anyone, whether you're on this journey or not, whether you're at a low moment or not, to have something that you can hold on to that makes you almost understand, but mostly believe that good things can happen, good things can come, no matter what situation you're in right now. And I think it's something that's good to hold on to. That, my kind of saying and my little phrase that I like to live by is, the best is yet to come. And I truly, truly feel that coming out of the darkness of my divorce and coming out of the darkness of sort of that time in my life, I didn't even understand, I don't think, what happiness felt like. It was happiness on a whole other level. And when I got to a place where I was feeling that, after this dark patch in my life, it really felt like the best must be yet to come, because I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to feel so good after feeling so dark and so down, that I must not know what's ahead of me. And if this positive piece of life, this positivity that came from such a dark place, then better things must be coming to me now. Now that I'm even in an even better place, even better things are going to happen, and then they multiply. That's really how it starts to feel. And I think opening yourself up to something to believe in, particularly spirituality, is really opening yourself up to that belief that better things are on the way. And it's crucial to hold on to that. You have to know when you are in a low energy, low time in your life, when you're really feeling very, very hard emotions, you need something to get you through. I think your support system is fantastic. Giving yourself love is fantastic. All of those things that we've talked about on this journey so far, all of those things play a part in getting you through, but sometimes you need a little bit of extra push, and that can be an extra push. I know for me, even this week, I'll be very honest, I have had a very tough week at work, and it had me questioning certain things. It had me questioning my love for what I do. It had me questioning a lot of things, and essentially, I took a step back, I opened up my perspective, and I'm like, good things always come. I am not always at a low. I am not always in a tough circumstance. I know that even though things are, shit might be hitting the fan right now, it does not mean that that is permanent. And holding on to that belief and opening up to the universe has my back, and that the universe is always working out in my favor. And while this might seem like a shitty time right now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a shitty time forever. It doesn't. And honestly, it also helps me because I can go down the path of I make one mistake or I do something that's not fully in alignment with who I am at the current moment, and I'll be really tough on myself, and I'll start to go down the rabbit hole of not as much anymore because I have a lot of these tools, but I'll definitely start to be oh, here we go, maybe everything's not gonna work out, maybe I suck at all of this, and I can laugh about it because it's funny in retrospect, but it's not funny when I'm thinking those things, and I'm going down the rabbit hole of thinking I have made this mistake, or I haven't upheld my boundaries, or I'm not in full alignment, and that just means that everything's gonna go to shit, and I'm never gonna get back on track, and I'm not gonna move forward. Well, that's not the case, right? And when I hold on to the belief of okay, well, the universe is working in my favor, the universe wants me to succeed, good things are always happening to me, I set myself back on that vibration, and good things start happening. It's you just gotta pull yourself out. It's you're here in this little tumbleweed, and you can or what with a snowball effect or whatever, and you start to get bigger and bigger, and it's you just got, something's got to pull you out before you're trapped in it. Something really has to pull you out. And I do believe that believing in the universe or believing in spirituality helps with that. It helps me tremendously. And I think one of the biggest shifts that I had is that your energy really reflects what your circumstances are, or reflects, getting to another level or helping yourself on your journey to kind of level up, right? So I definitely know that obviously, there's a lot of circumstances that led to me feeling in a deeply depressed state where life did not feel like living. But in those times, my energy levels and my vibrational levels so low, so devastatingly low. And because I felt negative about things, negative things would come back to me. And I'm not saying that it's easy, and I'm not saying that outside circumstances don't impact how you are, but I could have easily figured out a way, and I did. I left that job that wasn't, suiting me. I left that marriage that wasn't suiting me, and I started to almost take all of those things that were weighing me down and were keeping me in this negative spiral, and got rid of them so that I had the opportunity to change my energy and change my vibration. And I fully believe this because I have felt it happen. I have seen it happen as I have moved forward in this journey and gotten to a better place where I love myself more, where I am more positive, where I just feel as if good things are going to happen to me, because I've seen them happen. I've seen going from what I thought was going to break me actually make me. And once I witnessed that, I'm okay, well, good things happen to me. Even what seems like a bad thing could be redirection to what I'm meant to be, or even just protection from something that I shouldn't be in any longer. And sometimes it's hard because you're really attached to certain things. I mean, I was obviously attached to being married, but at the same time, once I let go of that attachment of what I thought, I got so much more. I got so much more life breathed back into me. I got life in the form of friends and loved ones and just clarity and self-love, and all of these things came to me because I was no longer bogged down by low energy and low vibration. And it really, what you set in your world is what comes back to you. And I notice this now more than ever because I don't think as negatively as I did. And it was hard not to think negatively when I was surrounded by a lot of toxicity. But again, it was also in my control to get out of that toxicity. Obviously, it's not easy. I'm not saying that, but also I am in control of my circumstances at the end of the day. And I have seen it time and time again when I start to think negatively, or when I expect negative things to happen, guess what happens? Negative shit. Bad shit happens to me. It seems like I'm down on my luck. It seems like everything's going wrong. Well, I wonder the fuck why. Because I am a reflection of my reality. If I think it's gonna happen, and I think only bad things can happen, and I think I'm never gonna get that job, and I'm never gonna find a partner, and I'm never gonna find happiness, well, I'm not gonna get it. Because I'm literally reinforcing that I will not get it because I don't believe that I can get it. Now, when I believe good things happen to me, I am always moving forward in a positive way. Things are always working out in my favor. Guess what happens? Things work out in my favor. And I see it over time. I mean, I remember there was a job when I was going through another job cycle before I got my current job. I was like so down in the dumps. I really wanted this one job. I thought I was on a good track for it. I put not all of my eggs in that basket because I was still interviewing at other places, but I was very much like, this is the job I want. I could picture the future. I was like, this is what's gonna set my path, and this is what's gonna make me successful. This is the right move for me, right? And so I'm getting all excited about the potential of this, opportunity and where it's gonna lead me. And I didn't get it. And I was like, what the fuck, universe? I'm trying to get out of a job. I am, actively searching for something that really resonates with me. It makes me feel passionate to work there, to do those things. And I was really looking for something that would give me spark again, because I didn't feel that in the current job that I was with. And it's tough, right? You get hit with a blow, you get hit with rejection, and you're like, fuck. What the hell? What the hell happened to good things, come to me? And what the hell happened to good things are supposed to, happen in my life, and I'm reflecting and I'm putting out good vibes, so good things should come back to me, right? Well, a month later, I realized the reason why I didn't get that job is so I would have this job that I have currently. And I'm obsessed I was so happy when I got it. It was in an industry that I love. I was back in an industry that I had wanted to go back into. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I am working for a company that I am proud to say that I work for. And it really showed me that the stars aligned, right? I felt in alignment, and it did take rejection, and it took my path being moved to where it was supposed to go, right? But it's that faith in, okay, this shit didn't work out. I got rejected maybe from a person that you're dating or whatever. You got rejected from that job opportunity, or you got rejected, from your offer on that house. Well, that is not the end of your world, right? And what is meant for you, this is another spirituality thing that I truly feel, what is meant for you will not miss you. It just won't. And I have thought so many times that the things I wanted, or the things that I thought were in alignment with me, it turns out when I got them, they were not what I actually needed. They're not what I wanted. It was like looking through shit with rose-colored glasses, and the universe being like, no, stop. Almost like, stop. Let's back it up. You're not meant for that. And another spirituality thing that I fully, fully believe in is you will never be comfortable in an environment, in a job, in a relationship. You will never find peace. You will never find comfort. You will never be comfortable in something that isn't meant for you. And it hurts when you're in it. It sucks when you're going through it because you're like, oh, I want this person to be my person, or I want this job to be the one that's the job, or I wanted this house. I thought it was going to be where, I start, almost my next chapter, right? And you see, yourself in these circumstances, and you see the future that you put together, right? But if it's not meant for you, you're going to start to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel it in your gut. You're going to feel things will be off, and things will continue to be off until, sucks to say it, but until either you remove yourself or the universe removes you from that situation. Like in the situation of my divorce, the universe was like, bitch, if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to walk out that door, we are going to put reason after reason. We're going to make your body feel it. We're going to make you feel it mentally. You are going to feel it, and you are going to know that you need to leave. And I still wasn't acting on it. So the universe was like, all right, it's time to make your husband do the work because you're not leaving on your own. I mean, fuck, I had an ulcer that surprisingly just went away after I was going through the divorce. Like, my body tried to tell me, but there are all these things. You will not feel comfortable. You will not find peace from anything that is not meant for you. And I think that belief really also helps you when you're in those difficult times, when it feels like things might be working against you, or it feels like, I should be somewhere else, or like I should be at a different level, right? Or, I thought this was going to be what I needed it to be. Well, the universe has other plans for you. In my humble opinion, I truly believe that the universe is conspiring in your favor. And even though it might suck in the moment, when you get out of it, you will realize why you had to be out of it and why you were meant for actually much more. And sometimes your dreams and hopes in a positive way, you're like, oh my God, my dream job is to work in the sports industry with like these top athletes, right? And you do that and you think, okay, well, this must be my end goal, right? This must be like the highest that I'm going to achieve because that's what I've always dreamed of. It's my dream job, right? And the universe is like, you get more. And it might not pan out that ends up being your dream job, ends up being your job for the rest of your life because the universe aligned more for you. It set you up for more. Sometimes you think that something is so positive and you're like, okay, we're good. And the universe is like, we got more for you. You kidding me? Like, I dreamed of being in the circumstances that I'm in now. I dreamed of having an apartment like this. I dreamed of this type of view. I dreamed of this type of life. I dreamed of the travel I would get to do. I dreamed of, the career I'm in, all of these things. I have dreamed of these things. I have wanted these things, and I have wanted a life of peace. I have wanted a life of comfort. I have wanted a life of safety, and I have all of those things. The universe delivered on all of those things. Was the path like do fucking ping pong? A little bit. Yeah. I was like, okay, did we need all of these lessons? Did we need all of this shit to happen for me to get here? But we don't all choose our paths. But I think in essence, opening myself up to spirituality, having friends who understood it, I've done angel readings. Sweet man named Gary. I'm so happy my friends introduced me to him. He's like, the cutest little old man who lives out in Vegas, and he is a great angel reader. But like, those are things I never thought I would do. I would never be like, oh, my angels are watching down on me and they are making sure that I am protected. I mean, I wear angel numbers around my neck. I've got 111, 444. I really truly believe in these things. Even my coworkers make fun of me. We'll be out and about and I'll be like, oh my God, 222. And they're like, what? And I'm like, we're in alignment. And to me, having this belief in something that's wider than me, something that's bigger than me, it helps me see the bigger picture. It helps me believe that the best is yet to come. It helps me believe that what I am in right now is not going to be my reality forever. And that can be both scary and both good, because you understand that, okay, if shit sucks right now, this isn't going to be my forever. Something else will be my forever. I'm going to make something else be my forever. Something else is going to show up in my life. And that is powerful, to know when you're in the thick of it that good things can come and that this is not your end. And I hope that whatever it means to you, whether spirituality is something that you want to explore. I've had lots of conversations with friends who have kind of leaned into it more over the years, and I think it's a beautiful thing to have that belief, or whatever it may be, if it's religion, whatever it is. Sometimes just believing in something that's larger than you and believing in something that is outside of your direct circumstances can be so extremely helpful. So whatever that is for you, let me know what it is for you. Like, say something in the comments, about what your belief system is and how that gets you through. Because honestly, all of us are just trying to get by, right? And anything that helps you, fucking do it, right? Believe in it. And believe that better things are going to come, because what's happening right now is not everything. Life changes in mysterious ways, and if you believe that good things are coming to you, then good things will come to you. All right. So with that, say it with me. I'm a fucking baddie. All right. Love y'all till next time.